I've been grinding way too long. I've been grinding, trying to put my partners on.
Reason why you may not be successful right now and your friends may be successful or your next door neighbor may be successful, listen to me carefully, is because you're not using your 24 hours wisely. Listen to me, you're not using the 24 hours that you're blessed with, because listen, you can fall asleep one day and you may not wake up the next day. So every 24 hours that you get, that's a blessing. Listen to me, people, you need to have the metal mindset. You need to be able to conduct everything that life throws at you, because listen, everybody goes through their own challenges. Don't get it twisted. The people that are at the top, they didn't just get there having an easy lifestyle. They didn't just get there on an easy road. They faced their own struggles. They faced their own trials and tribulations. But one thing that they didn't do is, when they faced their trials and tribulations, they didn't let that take hold of them. They didn't let the trials and tribulations, they didn't let the failure bring them down. In life, we have to have the nocturnal nature. We've got to be like Harry. We've got to be awake at all times of the day. Because when we sleep, the reason why millionaires are millionaires is because they use their 24 hours wisely. So sometimes they're not even sleeping at night. They're always awake, like flat out. Some days they don't sleep. Why? Because they know that some opportunities are around, that if they sleep, they will miss out on the opportunities. And you need to realize that yourself. Some days you can't sleep. Why? Because you're going to be sleeping on the job, and you can't sleep on the job. For any opportunity that you want to seize, for your goals, if you really want to achieve your goals, you've got to be available for it. You have to have the nocturnal nature that your goal is something that drives you. And the opportunity for you to achieve that goal drives you too. So what does that mean? You're always going to be available for it. When that phone rings, when you see that job, when you see that this place is looking for a job, when you see an opportunity has arisen, you've always got to be available for it. Because if you're not available, listen to me, if you're not available for that opportunity, someone else is going to take it. Listen to me right now. If you're not available for your opportunity, someone else will take it. And you have to have the mindset that it's a first come, first serve basis. Listen to me. Success is a first come, first serve basis. If you're not available when the opportunity has arisen, someone else will take it. I'm telling you, you put your cabbage in a container, your cabbage can only grow to the size of its container. Listen to me, I said don't think limits, break limits. She said your cabbage will only grow to the size of its container. I put my cabbage in the backyard and I let it grow however big it wants to grow. Listen to me, she said I let my cabbage grow however big it wants to grow. Whatever direction, whether it's up or down, I give it its space to grow. Listen to me, many of us in our lives, we're putting limits on our dreams. Many of us in our lives, we're putting limits on what we can achieve. Listen to me, you are powerful beyond measure. You can achieve anything that you want to achieve, but many of us, we're putting limits on, many of you, you're putting limits on what you can achieve. You're good enough to achieve a presidential standard. You're good enough to achieve that. You're good enough to achieve phenomenal, but you're putting a limit. You're saying, I can only achieve good. You're surrounding yourself with just good, just average. Listen to me. Like from where you've been and from where we are now, it's been great. But the best of the best, if we look at the Usain Bolts of this world, if we look at the Mike Tysons of this world, listen to me. If we look at the Alis of this world, listen to me. There's something that's very, very similar between all of them. Yes, they play different sports, but one thing that's very, very similar between them is that they all believed in themselves. All three of them believed in themselves. Come on, we saw Ali trash talk.
I don't have a mark on my face, and I upset Sonny Liston, and I just turned 22 years old. I must be the greatest.
Listen to me right now. And one thing that I need you guys to realize right now through Swag to Ambition is that you will only achieve, you will only succeed what you give the top priority in your life. Like, for real. You will only achieve, you will only succeed at the things that you give priority. Listen to me right now. And for you, And for some of you watching this right now, the reason why you're not successful yet is because you're giving temporary things priority in your life. Listen to me. Some of you, the reason why you haven't passed that exam, the reason why you haven't got that job yet, the reason why you're not the footballer that you know that you can be is because, listen to me, you're spending too much time playing FIFA. Listen to me, you're giving keeping up with the Kardashians too much time on a Sunday night, then you're giving your homework for the next day. Listen to me, and it's that real. In this day and age, I realize this myself. I realize, Daniel, you're watching too many TV shows than you are working on what you need to work on. Listen to me. You're Daniel. You're giving keeping up with the Kardashians. You're giving Coronation Street. You're giving EastEnders too much time on a Sunday night. Daniel, you need to start giving your homework the time that it needs. Listen to me for real. Some of you, you're giving temporary things too much time in your life. You'd rather watch the NBA, you'd rather watch the Premier League, you'd rather watch Match of the Day than actually work on your day. Listen to me. You'd rather watch Match of the Day than actually start working on your day. This principle is something that comes from the heart. Something that I've learned over the past 365 days, over the past year, that I've had to implement in my life is not to rush the process. No. You guys, some of you out there, you know what you want in life, but your problem is you're rushing the process. The problem is you want things now, you want things in your time instead of the right time, and that's where we go wrong. So what I need you guys to do now, I need to go from wanting things now to wanting things in the right time. I need you guys to let the chicken marinate. This week's episode is called Let the Chicken Marinate. Why? Because when you cook chicken, you have to let it marinate for at least 24 hours if you want the spice and the flavors to stay in. But some of you, when you cook your chicken, you're ready to eat it raw. But you can't do that. If you really want your success, you cannot rush the process. You need to fall in love with it. Knowledge, but you're not writing it down to the criteria. So I need you to listen to the criteria and meet the criteria. That was my problem. And some of you, that's your problem in life. You know what you need to do, but you're doing things with your knowledge, not the right way. You're doing things your way and not the right way. And until you listen to success, because it speaks, success is telling you what it needs, but you're doing things your way, and that's your problem. So what I need you to do right now is, whatever you're doing in life, you may want to start driving, you may want to pass the exam, you may want to get a job, I don't know what you want. You may want to better your marriage. You need to listen to what it takes to better your marriage. There needs to be unity within a marriage. If you want to pass an exam, you need to listen to the criteria. Don't listen to your way, don't do things your way, but do things the way of the criteria, the right way, and things will start changing around. Some of you right now, things aren't going your way. Don't get me wrong, things haven't been going your way and you feel like quitting. Listen to me right now. I'm trying to tell you people, you can't quit. I'm trying to tell you that you need to keep pushing through life. Life will always change. That's what you need to understand about life. Change is inevitable. You just have to deal with it. Life will always change on you. I need you to understand that life will never be a utopia of happiness and greatness all the time. Listen to me, coal under pressure, what does that make? Diamonds. J. Cole said it the best. He said coal under pressure, what does that make? Diamonds. Some of you are going through your pressure right now. Listen to me, it may be injury, it may be unemployment, I don't know what it is. You may have failed an exam, you may have lost a game, and you feel like the weight of the world is all on your shoulders. Your back's against the wall, your back's on the floor, you're looking up at the sky, you don't know what to do. Listen to me, I'm here to tell you that I just need you to keep going. I'm here to tell you that I just need you to keep pushing. Why? Because you can't go through all that you've gone through and not get a reward from it. Listen to me, some of you, you've sacrificed way too much. And life's just gonna flip its head on you and you're just gonna give up like that. No, you can't afford to do that. Listen to me, you can't afford to sacrifice everything you've sacrificed and then you come across a little pain or you come in contact with a little bit of pain and you just give up. You can't afford to do that. I need you to keep going. Why? Because coal under pressure. Why? Coal under pressure. What does that make? Dime. Understand what I'm trying to say is, when you come home from work, when you come home from training, when you come home from school, this is what, instead of focusing on the books, instead of focusing on what you need to focus on, instead of focusing on the targets, you're coming home and you're keeping up with the Kardashians. Listen to me, guys. You're coming home and you're straight to EastEnders. Come home, bam, straight to EastEnders, straight to keeping up with the Kardashians. Some of my younger generation, you're coming home straight on the games console. Listen to me, guys. You're spending too much time keeping up with the Kardashians than keeping up with your assignments. I need you to understand that. I'm going to say that one more time so you catch what I'm trying to say. You're spending way too much time keeping up with the Kardashians instead of keeping up with your assignments, instead of keeping up with your deadlines. And that's your problem. You've got your priorities mixed up. Listen to me. Some of you, you're spending weight for my younger generation. I know you guys love the FIFA, the Pro Evolution. Some of you guys, even the NBA. Some of you guys are spending way too much time creating yourself on Madden, creating yourself on FIFA. You're spending way too much time improving your virtual life instead of developing your physical life, instead of developing your personal life. That's your problem.